Masculine energy source. That's fine. If you say cherish, you're operating more from feminine energy. Here's my thing. I'm not here to tell you that you should let go of your natural energy source. Some people write to me and say, MJ, I have more masculine energy. I want to have more feminine energy. How do I do it? Baby, you need to own the fact you've got more masculine energy, and that's fine. I'm just teaching you about feminine energy so that you can understand how to leverage it when you want to leverage it. Not to tell you that anything is insufficient about where you are currently operating from. All right? April Cobbin says cherish. That's me. I'm cherished. Cherish is feminine energy. For me, I feel like if I'm being cherished, respect comes with it anyway. But you can be respected and not be cherished. You see where I'm going with that? I need my man to know that I am his trophy. I need him to know that I am his prize. I need him to know that his life is made better because I am here. I need him to protect, okay, to the best of his ability, provide. And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about providing in terms of love and providing in terms of just having my back, okay? That's what I need from my man, okay? And from that perspective, I am more attracted to men who have very pronounced masculine energy. Men who want to protect, men who want to provide, men who want to have your back and hold it down for you. That's what I'm attracted to. You know, so generally speaking for me, I tend to get turned off by men who are overly emotional. I tend to get turned off by men who are, who act as if they want me to chase them. Because when a man wants you to chase him, he's operating from a very feminine place. And for me personally, I'm just not attracted to that. I'm like, honey, if I wanted other feminine energy, I would find someone like that. I'm looking for a man, not that. Okay? But you play into taking on a more masculine role when you chase a man. That's what you do. Because here's the thing. Masculine energy wants to chase you. Masculine energy wants to pursue you. Masculine energy wants the girl or the guy that he will feel lucky to have. And how can he feel lucky to have you if you chasing him from day one? He doesn't feel lucky. He feels entitled. And there's a big damn difference. No man should ever feel entitled to you. He should feel lucky to have you. He should feel blessed to have you. He won't feel that if you're chasing him. You see where I'm going with that? Okay, Cynthia Chambliss says, I'm attracted to more masculine men, however we clash. Well, you have to look at that. You're attracted to masculine men, yes. But clearly y'all are clashing because maybe you're bringing some masculine energy into the picture in spaces that makes him feel threatened, or vice versa. So you have a choice. Either you change who you're going after to go after men who have not a soft energy in terms of that they come across as outwardly feminine, but men who will let you take more of the lead. Either you go after that, or you have to learn, which I'm going to teach you right now, how to deal with a masculine man that keeps you in power yet allows him to still feel like a man. You see where I'm going with that? And I teach you the girls this all the time, but I'm going to teach it again because I can't hammer it in enough, all right? All right? Someone said drop the mic. Y'all are ready? Okay, ready, set, go. Have y'all clicked share? All right? So, he has to feel like a king. He has to feel like a king. He has to feel like a king. You have to let go of your image of what a man is and what a man is. You have to let go of all that jaded stuff that you have in your head about why that tells you that you should not make a man feel like a king. I'm not going to make him feel like this unless he do this. I'm not going to do this unless he do that. I'm not going to. Where's that from? Is it because the man who raised you didn't act much like a man, so you learned not to trust men? Is it because the first man that you loved or the second man that you loved treated you poorly when you tried to make him feel like a king, and therefore therefore in your mind now you believe that in order to make a man feel like a king, he's got to jump through 85 hoops? Nah, baby. Dare I say it, your daddy wasn't operating like a king. Okay? That's why he treated you and your mom and everybody else like shit. He wasn't a king. He was a broken little boy. That ex-husband, that last boyfriend of yours who hurt you, he wasn't a king, baby. He was a broken little boy. So what we have to do is, first of all, understand that it is okay to treat a good man like a king simply because he's a good man, simply because he's in our presence. He should not have to jump through any hoops for us to treat him like a king, just like you should have to jump through hoops for him to treat you like the queen that you are. No. I believe that when you recognize you're in the presence of a good man, you need to let him know from day one, I respect who you are. I see who you are. And I'm going to treat you the way that's reflective of that. Because you want that from him, don't you? All right? How you come out the gate says a lot, and it means a lot. Okay? These first impressions matter. Y'all calling yourselves playing hard to get, which I think is cute sometimes, but really what y'all not playing is hard to get. What y'all playing is never going to get. Because you ain't going to never get a man with the shit you doing. The minute he come up to you, he can't even say hello to you without an attitude. Y'all think that attitude shit is cute? Cut that shit, honey. When you're in the presence of a king, do you have an attitude? Hell no. You speak to him as if you're speaking to a king, and he will speak to you as if you're a queen. How do we do that? Well, let me tell you how I do it, honey. Because if anything I know how to do, baby, I know how to do two things very well. I know how to seduce a man very well. I'm very good at it. And I know how to make a man feel like a king. Okay? I'm so damn good at it that throughout the years, I sometimes made men feel like kings who weren't kings, who didn't deserve to feel like a king. How you make a man feel like a king from the moment you meet him is, first of all, when you first meet him, you turn that charm up to 1,000%. Hi, nice to meet you. Your voice should never be louder than his. You should never talk more than him. Y'all say, oh, MJ, that's so old school. It's old school because it works. Okay? Hi, how are you? Compliment them. Compliment them. Compliment them. What is that cologne that you're wearing? You smell amazing. What is that you're wearing? That smells so good. Malika Acosta, I'm going to come to your question in a moment. That smells so good. Boost his fucking ego. Honey, let me say this. These men know you boosting their ego. They not stupid. Okay? But they still like it. I will boost his ego, honey. So you do what within your job? Wow, that takes a lot of responsibility. Tell me more about that. How did you get so far so early in your career? You're so young. Boost his ego. The girls who are going to try to take your man from you, she'll boost his ego. She'll make him feel good. She'll make him feel like a king. So how are you going to get him and keep him if you don't do it? And do it better? Honey, you need to treat him so good and make him feel so good that when he go in that street, he can't no other bitch compete. All right? That's not to say that he still won't be a dog, baby, but what I will say is this much: at least he won't be dogging in the street because of something he didn't get from you. Malika Acosta said, what do I think about dating outside your race? Date whatever motherfucking race you want to date, honey. I say this loud and proud, baby, okay? I'm going to be married to and in a relationship with any man who treats me good, who treats me like the queen that I am. All right? I'm gonna be married to the man who acts as if the king that I know he is. All right? So I'm warning y'all right now. All right? Will y'all see me on camera? If y'all see me on camera and I'm like, hey y'all, this is Pete. Okay? Any hating bitches, get off my feet that day, okay, girl? Because you know I'm going to go in on you that day. Okay? I'm going to drag you. And I say, this is Juan. Juan. Okay, girls? Shut the fuck up and say hi, Juan. Okay? You hear where I'm going with that? I'm going to be with whoever the fuck I want to be. And I could come on and say, this is Markel. Okay? Shit. Some of y'all are talking about, I'm tired of being single. I'm tired of being single. I do everything right. Yeah, you do everything right, but you won't look at a man unless he black. You won't look at a man unless he's from your same ethnic group. Girl, a good man can come in many shapes and sizes and colors. And as for me, honey, I'm here looking for a good man. I'm here open to a good man. And he don't have to be a black man.
Manifesting isn't a mindset trick. It's seduction. It's your native magic. It's seducing reality into existence. It is you. It's how you were born. They just couldn't tell you that. They had to scrub it clean. They had to scrub it of the erotic. They had to scrub it of the feminine. They call it manifesting. This is how we create. We pull things in and then we bring them down into the world, into physical form. Not just babies. We are instruments of creation.
Be that superficial. Y'all are. We all are. Let's be real. If they don't look the part, we not talking to them. It take a real special man or a special woman to get your attention when they don't look like half or nothing. All right? So I go for the lowest common denominator to make sure I can get all the eyeballs. Because if I can get all the eyeballs, then that gives me more people to work with. Okay? I'm going to be accusing motherfucker, okay? I told y'all about when I was off the street, the man drove around. I told y'all all about that. We ain't going into that one just yet. Okay? And I had these men staring. Honey, walking by them, they wives got to hit their arm. Hit their arm. Turn around. And he can look, just make sure he doesn't touch. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. The fire truck about to go by. Hold on right quick. Hold on, I got to let it go by. I'm being nosy. What's going on? Child, life at the beach. Life at the beach, honey. I don't know what's going on. You know, I'm going to tell you another thing about feminine energy, okay? Learn how to get these men together when they need to be gotten together without emasculating them. Okay? That's how you use your feminine power. A man say some dumb shit out of his motherfucking neck because they know how to do that shit. Thinking they being cute, but yet they're being offensive. You get them together. Darling, can I tell you how I experienced what you just said? When you said so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, I kind of heard it like this, which kind of made me feel da-da-da. Was that what your intention was? I don't snap. I don't have a reason to snap on a man. Why? Because I operate in my feminine power. Honey, I'm the prize. I'm the trophy. Why would I dare lose my cool and my calm? Andrea Crowder says, what's the first 3 things that stand out to you on a man? His muscle tone. I don't need him to be muscular, but like, how does he feel out whatever he's wearing? Because like I said, we see first. So how's his muscle tone? The quality of his clothing. I'm not a superficial person. I got plenty of money on my own. I don't need a man's money, although I love when they spend it on me. I think I love when they spend it on me because I know that I don't need them to. So it stands out that much more. When they even, I don't care if they don't do nothing but just buy me a little bit of something. Just make an attempt. Get my attention. But yeah, the quality of the clothes, I judge a man by his shoes. Unless you working in the yard, baby, I need you to have on something nice. You don't got to be wearing Gucci, Prada, and all the other stuff, but just something nice is clean. And it's grooming. I don't shit up under your nails. No. Your breath. Your grooming. I got to look at your overall grooming. You can't have no motherfucking dragon breath and hooves on your hands like you ain't getting no manicures and toe-up feet. Ooh, I can't say no toe-up feet. It's so easy. $30 get you a pedicure. Why don't you have one? You got to edge up in a haircut from the guys so your feet look like you've been walking through hot coals. That's what I first noticed. What y'all notice on the man first? Comment below. I'm curious. All right. Like I said before, you got to learn how to correct a man without emasculating that man, okay? Let's see here. I love this. Blake Ballard says, own who you are. You can command a man's attention without even trying. Baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a thing or two. You're right, Blake. All right? Because as for me, honey, when I come in a room, I know how to command a man's attention. I am very, very, very good at it, okay? You stand confidently. You stand tall. And you smile. You show your teeth at all times. Some people say, I don't like my mouth. Then show your titties. You know, cleavage, something, honey. Some people say, it ain't about the way you look. Girl, where the fuck you heard that from? Where you hear that from? Honey, you got to get his attention first. Men are very superficial when it comes to these things. Get their attention first. I'm all about it. I'm pedicured and manicured head to toe. Right? Jayla Fluker says she notices their teeth. Absolutely. All right? Sakarian Hayden says his smile, his smell, his appearance overall. I love that. Nancy Valma says, I can't stop laughing. Thanks for making my day. Love you, baby. All right. Yeah. You gotta look good, honey. Wear something tight every now and then. Girls, you could do that. Honey, a sundress will take you a long way. You wear a sundress, put some Spanx on. Girl, shit. Let me tell you this. These men be Decepticons, so they be pulling stuff up, wearing tight tank tops to hold their chest in. Everybody got a little something extra once they get the clothes off, honey. That's fine. Shoot. That's all right. We all are human. Don't nobody look like they look all the time. Not when I need to be out someplace where I'm looking for a man. Joshua Willard person, he just validated what I said. He says, I look at a female's hand and feet. That tells me everything. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Nisi said, I'm not wearing no Spanx with my sundress. I was just suggesting doing that if you feel uncomfortable with your shape. But not just saying under a sundress. I'm saying you pull it in, honey. I got my damn Spanx in the room and shit like that, honey. Back in the day before I started working out more, I had a little bit of a tummy on me, honey. Ain't nothing like a skinny man with a tummy. And that's all right. But still, I get up on stage and I got tired of holding my stomach in the whole time, so I got some Spanx. I was hoisted high and dry. Honey, I don't give a damn. Let me tell you this, okay? I never worried about it because they say, what happens when you take your clothes off? What's the man gonna think? Honey, by the time I take my clothes off, I got plenty of other assets that will get his attention. I was not worried about him not liking my what do you call it? Me having a little tummy, honey. Please, the kind of men that I like ain't worried about my tummy, honey. They worried about what's in the back. You see what I'm saying, honey? You throw this thing on them good enough, they ain't worried about nothing. You see where I'm going with that? I ain't worried about it. Okay? Okay, let me see here. Okay, I'm reading the comment. Carla Schultz says, I worked at a grocery store. A gay guy came in that I waited on. I asked him what cologne he had on. I told him that he was the best smelling man ever, and I could follow him through the store. She said, he left really quick. Oh my God, you scared him off. But no, you're right.
If you want to start a profitable business or make more money at your job, you already know that artificial intelligence is where it's at. There's so much money going into AI right now. The question is, how the heck do you do it? I mean, how do you really use AI to create new revenue streams, especially if you're not tech?
Really quick. Oh my God, you scared them all. But no, you're right. Honey, trust me on that, honey. People have different strengths. Let me tell you how I work it. When it comes to things about my business, like my logos, my everything, what I wear, everything like that, I go to women for their opinion. I mostly ask women for their opinion. Whether it's my sister, my mom, different friends of mine like Dr. Angela, I would say, which do you like more, this or that? I ask Natasha, what do you like, this or that? Why? Because my audience is women, overwhelmingly. Not that I also want to attract men. I always jokingly say I got the Oprah audience, from years ago, where my audience is overwhelmingly women, but the smart men follow me, all right, as well. And so I skew towards that. But when I'm trying to attract a man, I go to a man and I say, what scent do you like, this one or this one? Okay? If I'm wearing something to a party and it's going to be men there, which outfit do you like, this one or this one? I go to men about it. All right? Yes, Felicia Ellison says, you are hilarious. I love to hear you share the rare truth. It's rare because people don't want to tell y'all this. People want to be so PC, politically correct, that they don't want to tell you that men are attracted to the way you look before he's attracted to how big your brain is. Catch his eyeballs, then you impress him with all that other stuff. Okay? People don't want to tell you that a man is turned off by when you make him feel small. And you say, well, he should know how to feel strong on his own. And No, girl. No, girl. No, girl. He's insecure when he meets you. He doesn't want to be rejected either. He sees you with all your degrees. He sees you with all your education. He sees you with all the things you can bring to the table. And he's intimidated by that. Not that he feels smaller than you, but he doesn't know if you believe that he's good enough for you. So in the beginning, while y'all are establishing a rapport, you do need to make sure that you don't do things that emasculate him and makes him feel small. When he's talking, don't cut him off. Don't over-talk him all the time. Running your mouth. Some of y'all motor mouth Maybell at dinner. Just because he nodding and smiling don't mean that he want to hear everything you got to say going on and on and on forever. Ask him some fucking questions. These men like to talk about themselves because don't nobody let them talk about themselves. Okay? Create some balance in the conversation. You see what I'm saying? That's how you make them feel good. Now, don't minimize your accomplishments, but also you don't have to tell them everything. You know what I do when a man asks me what I do for a living? I answer. I'm just telling the truth. I say I'm an entrepreneur. What am I supposed to say? I have 5 companies. What am I supposed to say? I'm one of America's largest African-American owned financial services companies. What am I supposed to say? That I do videos that are distributed and seen by over 20 million people a month across digital platforms? No, darling. That's going to intimidate his socks off. So what I say is I'm an entrepreneur. He says, wow, what industries? Oh, entertainment and finance. Yeah, but what do you do? Tell me about that. You're an engineer. Wow. Now, I've heard that engineering is only for the smartest guys. Is that true? Because I feel like this. I feel like everybody I know who's an engineer is always super smart, super good in math. Is that true? You're just being humble. You're probably really smart. You see what I did there? Now, eventually, we get into talking about what I do for a living. When he pulls up at this house, he'll be like, you live here? Yeah. Pull my imaginary bag behind my ear. Yeah, I do. And he's like, oh, wow. What did you say you did? I'm an entrepreneur. But by this time, we done been on a couple dates. You see what I'm saying? By this time, we done built a rapport. So by this time, when he sees all of this, he can be like, he's like, oh, okay, this is icing on the cake. You see what I'm saying? Genevieve Boudreau, says, I prefer to be overdressed and underdressed. Me too, darling. I always think I'm going to look good. I would rather a man say, damn, you look good, than, oh, I didn't realize we were dressing down. Can you imagine going on a date? Oh, child. Oh, I know somebody's wrote in here about somebody sending you a friend request with my picture on it. Y'all, I'm going to say this one last time, and I love you too, Shelly Johnson. I don't send friend requests and I don't DM you. I don't. These are people who are scamming. Report them to Facebook and block their profile. All right? That's all you can do, baby. That's all you can do. All right? Yes, imaginary Bang Roslyn Moore. That's what I do. Okay, I'm not ashamed of nothing. I'm not ashamed of a mother says I should write a book. Y'all been saying that also. I'm getting there, y'all. I'm not ashamed of nothing, but I also know that a man can be a good man in every part of himself. But he has